Cognitive Behavioral Therapy for Pathological Gambling. Case study, Sarah, a 25-year-old. Sarah is a 25-year-old single woman working as a freelance graphic designer. Over the past 2 years, she has become addicted to slot machines, both at local casinos and through mobile apps. What started as a way to unwind after long workdays has spiraled into a daily habit, costing her over $15,000 in savings and pushing her into credit card debt. Sarah feels ashamed of her behavior, but describes an intense rush from gambling that she can't replicate elsewhere. She sought therapy after missing rent payments and receiving an eviction warning. Assessment. The therapist conducts an initial evaluation, frequency and severity. Sarah gambles daily, spending 2 to 4 hours on slot apps or at casinos, often late into the night. Cognitive distortions. She believes slot machines are rigged to pay out soon after a losing streak. A gambler's fallacy. And that she's lucky enough to win big eventually. Emotional triggers. Boredom, loneliness, and the unpredictability of freelance income drive her gambling. Winning provides temporary excitement and validation. Behavioral patterns. Sarah isolates herself to gamble, neglects work deadlines, and avoids friends who question her habits. Diagnosis. Sarah meets DSM-5 criteria for gambling disorder as in tolerance, withdrawal, jeopardizing significant opportunities. CBT treatment plan. The therapist develops a 10-week CBT program tailored to Sarah's situation, incorporating the following strategies. Psychoeducation. Sarah learns about the psychology of slot machines as in random number generators, near-miss effects, and how they exploit cognitive biases. Goal. Demystify gambling's allure and build motivation for change. Cognitive restructuring. Sarah identifies thoughts like, "I'm so close to winning," or "this app owes me a jackpot." The therapist uses evidence-based questioning like, "What data shows slots don't owe you anything?" to challenge these beliefs, replacing them with rational alternatives as in, "Slots are designed to profit the house, not me." Homework. Sarah logs her gambling thoughts and reflects on their accuracy. Behavioral interventions. Exposure and response prevention. Sarah agrees to limit exposure to gambling cues by deleting slot apps and avoiding casinos. When urges arise, she practices delaying the impulse for 15 minutes while journaling her feelings. Reward substitution. The therapist helps Sarah find alternative sources of excitement, like joining an art class or trying adrenaline-pumping activities, example given, rock climbing. Time management. A structured daily schedule reduces idle time, with set hours for work, socializing, and relaxation. Emotional regulation. Sarah learns mindfulness techniques, example given, deep breathing, body scans, to cope with boredom and loneliness without gambling. The therapist introduces problem-solving skills to address freelance income instability, such as budgeting and seeking consistent clients. Relapse prevention. Sarah identifies triggers, example given, late-night scrolling, receiving payments, and creates a crisis plan as in texting a friend, watching a movie. Role-playing helps her practice saying no to gambling ads or invitations from old casino buddies. Progress and outcomes. Weeks 1 to 3. Sarah deletes her gambling apps but struggles with restlessness. She reduces gambling to twice a week, using mindfulness to manage urges. Weeks 4 to 7. Gambling drops to once every 2 weeks. Sarah joins an art class, which boosts her mood and fills empty hours. She starts a savings plan to tackle debt. Weeks 8 to 10. Sarah achieves abstinence. She reports fewer urges and feels proud of redirecting her energy into creative projects. Occasional cravings during stressful deadlines are managed with coping skills. Long-term follow-up. At a 3-month follow-up, Sarah has not gambled and has paid off $2,000 of her debt. She maintains her art class routine and has reconnected with friends. She keeps a trigger list handy and uses a budgeting app to stay financially on track. Key CBT principles in this case. Cue management. Removing gambling apps and replacing triggers with healthier habits disrupted Sarah's cycle. Emotional alternatives. Addressing loneliness and boredom through social and creative outlets reduced her reliance on gambling's rush. Self-efficacy. building practical skills as in budgeting, mindfulness, empowered Sarah to take control of her life. This case highlights CBT's flexibility for a younger, tech-savvy individual with a slot machine focus, contrasting with our sports betting and family context from other case studies. As you will see in the case studies posted on this site, there are several options to dealing with a gambling issue. Many people reach out to cognitive behavioral therapists. A CBT can put you on a schedule to help you overcome the addictive nature. Some programs will follow up with encouragement to join Gamblers Anonymous. Do whatever it takes. It's worth it. Please feel free to share this video with the people you care about. Gambling can be fun if you can maintain control of it. Unfortunately, it is one of those fun things to do that can take over your life. While many gamblers never lose everything they own, there are those who have. Gambling addictions are extremely uncomfortable to deal with, even if you are not emptying your bank account. I hope this helps. If not, please reach out to National Council on Problem Gambling at 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-426-2537 or 1-800-270-7117 or visit www.ncpgambling.org.